Good afternoon, everybody. This is our mic check. If you can see us, if you can hear us, go ahead, give us a thumbs up so that we'll know that everything is working properly, and we will begin promptly at 3 o'clock.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day today. It sure is pretty outside and beautiful, and a lot of yard sale people out. I know traffic was getting heavy out there up north of Trenton here a little bit ago. I was up there on an issue, and so we got a few flea marketers out this weekend. Kind of be careful if you're out and about, because it is the Highway 11 yard sale. It'll go all the way through Sunday, and of course if you're out and you are visiting some of the sites, try to either wear your mask or do social distancing. And keep in mind that we're still, this thing's still here. So go out and enjoy yourself, maybe get some fresh air, but still take precaution. I will start off with the brush pickup, as I've been doing, and we will until we finish it up. We have a lot of people out there that have called in and be working out, trying to get finished up this weekend with their kinfolks or whoever coming in. You know, some of the churches are going to be working, helping them. So that we still will be picking up, not this weekend, but starting Monday. And also, from what I understand, the state will still be picking up, and they may be winding it up next week. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know on that for sure come Monday. Cloudland Canyon, I'm sure it'll be another big week out there. The weather is beautiful, and but they are still, from what I understand, going to do the 150 car limit, and trying to do everything they can to kind of control the crowd. As I said yesterday, we put up new signs down at the bottom, and our deputies will be patrolling that to try to keep vehicles from parking in people's yards and in their driveway over there. So just bear with them on that. a lot of people, a lot of our churches have started back, and I just want to be sure to that you try to use common sense, when you're there, and you're visiting or you're in the services there, and follow. I know all of them right now. I think it's great. They're following exactly the guidelines, and just try to do that, and realize how important it is. Not only to you but your family, but the people that are sitting beside you. So try to social distance there the best you can. Luana's still needing poll workers. We mentioned this yesterday. She needs several more possible. If you're interested in working in our polls or election for elections, the number is 657-8170, and so far we've had, I think she said, was it 600 ballots? I think yesterday that had been turned back in. So there's a lot of people, that's voting early, doing early voting. And I mentioned this also to those of you who weren't listening. We do have a new ballot box outside. It's like similar to post office. You drive up. You can actually drive up in your car and drop your ballot off 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and so it's safe and secure. The cameras are all around it. It's got cameras on all sides of it, and they do empty that twice a day, and so they do it twice a day, 7 days a week. That's required by law. So feel secure that if you do that, you're okay. Speaking of early voting, it does begin Monday. That's May the 18th, and that means you can come in and you can vote at your convenience. And they'll be open 8 to 5, and there'll be one. I'm not sure what the date is. We'll tell you on it, but one of those weeks will be a Saturday. I think it's the last week of voting, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, you already put it in it. May 30th. So May 30th, you'll even be able to come in on Saturday and vote. So you don't have any reason. You've got the early voting, early ballots out there, and I'll assure you that if you come in, you can feel safe coming in here to vote, because we're taking every precaution possible to actually for your safety and our poll workers' safety. So it might take you just a little bit longer, but not much. But we are going to have we're going to practice safety here. And there goes my phone ringing. Let me cut this thing down or cut it off. I'm sorry about that. Write it down. Let me move this right here. Just 1 minute. I want to talk about the driver's license. We've mentioned that almost every day. And I know we'd mentioned that the actual Commissioner's Office had mentioned the 25th. That's not the date. Talked to them this morning again. We wanted to finish our calendar because it looked like it was going to throw everything out. Now they've said they're going back to the original day, which will be May the 18th. That will be their day back, and that will line up with the calendar if you've been keeping a calendar on that. And so it'll go back to the original calendar. Now they do stress now that they want you to use this website to go online. I didn't really understand why the other day. He didn't explain this. He said mainly just to get your slot. They're only going to take so many slots in a day's time, and they're not decided yet on the size building and all. But there's going to be like 18 to 20 slots, I think, from what he said. And what you do when you go online at your website, they want you to fill out the forms that you normally would do in the office here. So it's to save time is what it amounts to. And but now they did say, because everybody don't have a computer. I explained that to them, and everybody don't have internet access. But now they will work with you if you come in over there and you don't have. And if they don't, call me, because this came straight from the commissioner. If you go in there and they give you a problem, and they say, well, we can't do this because you haven't went online. Just call my cell or come over to the office here, and we'll walk back over there, because this actually came from Atlanta, not from the actual local post over here. So, but that's May the 18th, and that's when they will be back. I want to thank everybody for watching the debate last night. There was a lot of people that evidently had watched it. It was lengthy. It was the longest one I'd ever been to. When we left last night, it was about 10 after 12. So we were Nathan and I was the last people to talk, and it was tiresome. It was really tiresome because most people that were there, they hadn't even eaten any supper, because we thought it was going to maybe be over by 9 or 9:30. But there was a lot of people that really showed interest and watched, and I appreciate that, and hope you got some benefit out of it. I want to thank Marshanna. She was great. She stayed right there. I think it was Carey and her left about 1:10 this morning, headed home in the library. Evan Stone, of course, he's the one that put it all together. We want to really appreciate him for doing that. It really gets the word out, and you can kind of put a face with a name, especially for people that's new, that's just moved here. I want to mention too real quick the testing went well yesterday. Tammy, I talked to her just a little bit ago. She called me, and you've got 109. I think she said there was 113 at the end. 113 at the end, yeah. So there was 113 people that tested yesterday. It was a good day, and if you want to be tested, call this number, 1-706-802-5329. That's 1-706-802-5329. And they will direct you when the next date is. They've not really told us. I know that it's going to be soon. They're not going to leave us, hanging and go not 2 or 3 weeks to not test. So, but they're working on a schedule that's really going to be really good for Dade County. And but if you call that number, you can go ahead and do your information online, and they'll issue you a number or whatever there on that. And now that's for the swab test. That's a free test. Don't cost you anything. Only thing it costs you is your time. Loss of Medical, they're still doing the antibody test here in Trenton. And her hours are 5 till 9 in the evenings, and 8 till 6 on Saturday. So if you just, if you want to, if you're working or whatever, that'll work out good for the day shift people on Saturday. All day long. If you just want to go get tested, now there is a charge for that. There's $25 charge, for her office, and then a lab fee. And we still, have you ever found out, Carey, what that fee is?
No.
Okay, we'll try to do that. I keep forgetting that, but her number is 657-3200. That's 706-657-3200. You do have to dial the area code. I keep forgetting that now to call a local call, but that's real convenience here in Trenton. The Lafayette Clinic, they're still doing the same thing over there. They're 706-620-0200. That's 706-620-0200, and they're open, like from 8 to 5 or whatever. She's got their website there on our website where you can go on and talk to them if you'd rather do it during the day. And they're doing the antibody test through blood test. Also, the testing in Lafayette at the Walker County Civic Center. Now this, from what I understand, the health department's doing that over there if you want to drive that far. And it is also, if it's Georgia Public Health, it's free. It's 706-375-7705. That's 706-375-7705. And that's up on 27 north of Lafayette. So if you want to go over there instead of waiting on our day that we have here, feel free to do that. That's pretty much all the announcements I've got. I don't think I left anything out, did I? Carey. Let me go into my numbers. Georgia, as we speak today, they have 36,544 confirmed cases. That's up from 35,858 yesterday. There's been a total test in the state of Georgia of 301 tests, 874 tests. In Dade County, we went from 17 to 18. We did gain one from yesterday. We still have 11 antibody tests that's still in those numbers. Walker County went from 72 to 74, and they have 44 still antibody tests there that you can deduct from that. Catoosa County, they went from 67 to 69. Chattooga County, they stayed the same at 16. Whitfield County, they stayed the same at 175. Gordon County, they went from 123 to 124. They have 2 antibody tests there that can be deducted. Floyd County, they went from 165 to 169. Bartow, 379 to 382. And there's 1,854 unknown cases. That number keeps climbing. And evidently it's because there's so much testing going on, not just in the state of Georgia, but all over the United States. They're stressing to be tested. And because there for a while it was dropping. It dropped on down at about 300 one time, or 280 something. So far in Georgia, we have 1,548 deaths. That's up from 1,527 yesterday. And this is a new number. We just started, got it yesterday, I think it was. The total people that's been hospitalized out of that, those 301,874, the total number that's been hospitalized is 6,381 that actually was serious enough to put in the hospital. And the reason for that is, people that, we know people that's had it that really didn't have a lot of symptoms. They did the 14-day quarantine, and then they got over it and went on. But there's a lot of people that have it, as we've talked about, and as you've heard on TV, that some of the elderly people or some of the people that's more vulnerable, they've got to be hospitalized. In Tennessee, they've had 16,669 confirmed cases. That's up from 16,370 yesterday. Now, out of all those numbers, they've had 8,881 people that's recovered and back at work or back on the street, back at home. So it's almost 50%. Right at it. Hamilton County, they went from 286 to 319. They've had 124 recover, and they've had 13 deaths. Marion County, they've went from 29 to 30. They've had 23 recoveries and 1 deceased. Grundy County, they stayed the same as yesterday. They're at 30, and they've got 24 people recovered and 1 deceased. Sequatchie County went from 7 to 10, and they have 6 recovered. Midge County, they stayed the same, 22. They've got 18 people that's recovered. Bradley County, 75 to 80. They have 58 recoveries with 1 deceased. Total in Tennessee, they've had 287 deaths. That's up from 273 yesterday. And total in Tennessee, out of 302,317 tested, they've had 1,435 hospitalized. Moving to Alabama, they have 11,100 confirmed cases in the state of Alabama. That's up from 10,494 yesterday. Jackson County, they stayed at 60. DeKalb County went from 181 to 185. Okay, that kind of, things they're definitely not going down. Keep going up, but just keep doing what you're doing, wearing your mask, social distancing. Like I said, if you're out this weekend, riding around, just don't forget, we're still in this thing. It's by far not over, so don't let your guard down. A lot of our restaurants now are open. They're social distancing inside. Be careful, most of our restaurant owners, I know all of them really in the county, they're really strict on it. They're following strict guidelines, and we do appreciate that. As I mentioned, our churches also. So I'll go ahead and let Carey take over. We've got a couple of things that she wants to talk about, and just try to have a safe weekend. And you ready? Okay.
A couple of things. Number one, for those of you who did join us for the 2020 local debate last night, we just want to say again thank you to KWIN for putting that together. And our job here at the county is not to tell you who to vote for, but it's to let you know where to find the information so that you can make those decisions yourself. So we also want to thank all of the candidates who came out for those debates. It really was a wonderful thing to see a debate that was invigorating and informative. So we did put the link to that in our comments, but we want to thank everybody who participated in that. It was an absolutely wonderful display of how things work in our country. So go out, vote. If you have questions for elections, give them a call at 706-657-8170, or you can check out their website using the link. You can check us out at dadecounty-ga.gov, and on our main page close to the bottom, you'll see an elections tab. Everything you need to know for elections 2020 is on that tab, including the telephone number for the elections office, how to fill out an absentee ballot, as well as the schedule for early voting, which starts Monday the 18th. Now, each year, our local Optimist Club holds a memorial service in honor of National Peace Officers Memorial Day. This year, they weren't able to do that because of social distancing restrictions due to COVID-19. Today, we have a special announcement by the 2019 Optimist Oratorical winner and rising Dade Middle School 7th grader, Amelia Claire Anderson, who spoke at last year's ceremony.
In 1962, President Kennedy proclaimed May 15th as National Peace Officers Memorial Day, and the calendar week in which May 15th falls as National Police Week. Established by a joint resolution of Congress in 1962, National Police Week pays special recognition to those law enforcement officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty for the safety and protection of others. According to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, more than 800,000 law enforcement officers serve in the U.S. today. Each year, the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial adds new names to the wall, on average 163 deaths per year. Fallen law enforcement officers represent all levels of law enforcement, including local, state, federal, tribal, and military law enforcement. Today in Dade County, we fly flags at half-staff in memory of those officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice and those who have been disabled in the line of duty. Our thoughts, prayers, and everlasting gratitude go out to their family and friends. We will be ever mindful and ever grateful for their service.
Thank you. I hope everyone has a safe weekend. We got questions? Okay.
We do have a question. It is about brush pickup.
Yep.
And do you have an estimated time of pickup for each area?
No, we do as we're called. We're going to try to stretch it out all the way into the end of the month, and since it's so sporadic right now, we just when you call our office 657-4625, or you can call my cell phone here 667-8999. We just have to take it day to day, because it's not like we've got one area that's really concentrated. Although we know the path of it, but all you need to do when you get it to the road is just call our office, and we'll get someone out there. It might be the next day, or it might be 2 days. It's just according to how far behind we are. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Appreciate everyone watching. We'll be back Monday at 3 o'clock. And if you didn't watch that debate last night, I didn't read this. Carey's got this in here, and I missed it. But you can go on our Facebook page, and also you got YouTube. Is that what you said? You got on YouTube? So you can go back and watch it. It's real lengthy, but at least when you're watching it, you can go fast forward or back it up or whatever, because we got there at 6. So we started promptly at 6:30, and we didn't finish up last night till midnight. Right at about 10 till maybe, something like that. So, just have a really safe weekend, and if you need me, just call me. 667-8999, area code 423, or any of our commissioners. If we can be of any help to you, we'll be there. But we'll see you Monday at 3 o'clock. Thank you.